Ever wondered who you truly are beyond what you do, what you own, and what others say about you? In a world that constantly tells us our worth is tied to achievements, appearances, or possessions, it's easy to lose sight of what really matters. But what if your identity is rooted in something much deeper, something you can never earn or lose? If everything you have, your job, relationships, status, were stripped away, what would remain? Would you still know who you are? Would you still have value? The Bible offers a surprisingly honest answer. Over the next few minutes, we're going to explore 5 transformative truths that can reshape how you see yourself and guide you toward a life rooted in hope and purpose. Isaiah 64:6 says, "All our righteous acts are like filthy rags." That's a strong statement, isn't it? At first glance, it feels discouraging, but let's unpack it. We spend so much energy trying to prove ourselves, being kind, working hard, giving generously, and these things matter. But Isaiah reminds us that even our best efforts cannot earn God's favor or secure our identity. So, why does this matter? Because it levels the playing field. None of us can reach God's perfection by our own strength. That might sound humbling, but I tell you, it's freeing. We don't have to live under the pressure of being good enough. Our worth isn't defined by performance, it's rooted in God's grace. Grace means we don't have to strive harder. We receive what God freely gives us: love, forgiveness, and acceptance. If you have ever felt the sting of falling short, this truth is for you. Our failings aren't the end of the story, they're the reason grace exists. You see, Romans 3:12 says, "There is no one who does good, not even one." That's bold and maybe unsettling, but it's not written to shame us, it's written to unite us. Every person, regardless of background, misses the mark. Maybe it's a careless word, a broken promise, or a good deed left undone. If you've ever felt alone in your struggles, hear this: you're not alone. We all need grace, and that shared need isn't a liability. It's what brings us together and opens the door to transformation. The gospel invites honesty. No masks, no pretending. God's love isn't reserved for the perfect people, it's for real people facing real challenges. Instead of despair, this truth points us to hope. Well, hi everyone. My name is Dwight Shetler, and I serve as president of Ambassadors of Reconciliation, where we help people reconcile according to the Bible. I'm so glad you're here as we explore what it means to find our true identity, one that isn't based on what we own, achieve, or even how others see us. And that brings us to our third truth, and it comes from 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 7. We brought nothing into this world, and we can take nothing out. Everything we have, possessions, accomplishments, reputation, it's all temporary. When we're born, we arrive with empty hands. When we leave, we can take nothing with us. So why chase after more stuff, more success, and more status? This verse reminds us our worth isn't measured by what we hold, but by the grace we receive. If you're weighed down by comparisons or expectations, remember, you are valuable because you are loved by God, not because of what you have or what you've done. John 3:16 says, "For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son, that whoever believes in him shall not perish, but have eternal life." Every word of this verse is packed with meaning. So let's review. God so loved is where it starts, and it's not a distant, casual love, but a deep, active love that moved him to act. He didn't just tolerate us, he loved you passionately. The world, that includes you, your name, your story, your struggles. God's love isn't abstract, it's oh so personal. He gave his one and only Son. Think about that. God didn't send an angel or simply offer advice. He gave his very best, his son, to rescue us. Why? Because without him, we're spiritually bankrupt. Our good deeds cannot erase guilt, and our efforts can't bridge the gap between us and a holy God. And finally, the phrase, whoever believes, that's an invitation. It's not limited to the perfect or the strong, it's for everyone, no matter your past, your failures, or your doubts. This verse tells us something radical. Your identity isn't defined by your failures, your achievements, or what others say about you. It's defined by God's love and Christ's sacrifice. When you believe in Jesus, everything changes. You move from being lost to being loved, from guilt to grace, from spiritual poverty to a secure identity as God's child. And this isn't just about heaven someday, it's a new identity today. You are chosen, forgiven, and deeply loved. That's who you truly are. If this truth speaks to you, let it sink in. You belong to God forever. Well, we've explored four powerful truths about identity so far. First one, our best efforts aren't enough, but grace is. Number two, we all share the same need for forgiveness. Number three, our worth isn't tied to our possessions or achievements. Number four, God's love defines us completely. Now, here's the fifth truth, and it's really an invitation. Your story isn't finished yet. The gospel doesn't just inform, it transforms us. It's not about adding religious knowledge to your life. It's about stepping into a new identity that changes everything. And that journey doesn't stop here. In the next video, we'll dig deeper into what gospel hope looks like in everyday life. We'll talk about practical steps to live out this identity with confidence and purpose. How to move from knowing these truths to experiencing them in your relationships, your work, and your daily decisions. So here's my invitation. Don't stop now. If today's message stirred something in you, questions, hope, maybe even a sense of relief, join me for the next part in this series. Thanks for spending some time with me. If something stood out to you, I would love to hear about it. Drop a comment below. What truth about identity hit home for you? If you found this helpful, please like and share so that others can discover the hope we've talked about. And don't forget to check out the description for the blog link and more stories and practical steps. Remember this, your worth isn't in what you do or what you own. It's in who you belong to. Through Jesus, you belong to God forever. I can't wait to see you in the next video as we continue this journey toward hope, purpose, and transformation together.